Welcome to my channel Daily Bulletin News. Connie deals with her Melinda problem, and Jennifer has a visceral reaction to seeing Abigail. Steve comes to Kayla's office as she orders a rush on something and asks to be notified about Sarah's test results. Kayla relays to Steve that Sarah still doesn't have feeling in her legs before they discuss Abigail's return. Kayla muses her memory loss could be a psychological issue, which means she could make a full recovery. But there's no way to know when or if that will happen. With Chad and Jack at the Dimira mansion, Jennifer anxiously waits to see Abigail. Chad warns she doesn't look the same or remember them. Jennifer will take her daughter any way she can. Chad goes to see what's keeping her. Upstairs on the phone, Abigail says everything's going according to plan. Later she says she has to go because she's nervous enough as it is. Chad knocks on the door as she hangs up. She pockets her phone and tells him she was talking to a nurse who took care of her after the accident in Poplar Bluff. He says her parents are waiting for her, and also he heard her say that she was nervous. He assures her she has no reason to be. The last thing her parents want to do is make her uncomfortable. She thanks him for being patient with her. "I'll wait as long as you need me to," he says. Abigail grimaces as he leaves. Upon firing Connie, Melinda insists she enter the apartment to collect her work laptop and phone. Panicking, Connie asks for a minute and slams the door. Connie worries to cardboard lie how she'll get revenge on Gabby and Stefan if she's not Gabby's right-hand woman. Melinda pounds on the door. Of course, Connie says to herself, "Why didn't I think of this before?" When Connie lets Melinda in, she admits she lied on her resume, but she was desperate to get the job. She wants a chance to tell her side of the story. Melinda relents, and Connie gets her some tea. At the bistro, Gabby tells Stefan and Ava she knows they slept together. Connie overheard Ava talking about it at the office. They insist Connie was mistaken. Gabby concedes it's possible, but if Connie was mistaken, so was Kristen. Gabby throws her drink at Stefan and tells Ava she's out of a job now. She made Kristen choose between them, and Ava lost. Ava storms out, leaving Gabby to scream at Stefan. After changing, Abigail comes to the living room. Staring into her eyes, Jennifer reaches out to touch her face, but retracts her hand. "This isn't my daughter." Jack and Chad remind her the DNA test proves she is. Jennifer apologizes for reacting this way. She thought she was ready for this. She thought she would still recognize her and feel a connection, but she doesn't feel anything. She runs from the room, wailing. Shaken, Abigail returns upstairs. Chad angrily tells Jack they have to do damage control, or they'll drive Abigail away for good. Later, Jack and Chad get on the same page about their decision. It's not something Jack would choose, but it's the right thing to do. Jennifer returns, apologizing for running out. Jack gently tells her they should return to Boston until Abigail gets her memory back. After some pushback, Jennifer eventually agrees that Abigail needs room to find herself. She just hates leaving. Jack knows that when she's ready, Abigail will come to them. As Melinda sips tea at Connie's apartment, Connie explains she had to work for Gabby. When Melinda assumes she must be a huge fan of hers, Connie corrects her. "I hate her guts." She explains her vendetta against Stefan and Gabby for shattering Lee's heart, which prevented Lie from being with Connie. Then Melinda came into the picture. Connie calmly pours more tea as Melinda starts to gasp for air. Connie clangs her spoon, stirring in her own mug, explaining she put digoxin in Melinda's drink. It's a fast-acting, very effective, fantastic drug. Melinda frantically searches for her phone to call Ava as Connie smirks. At the bistro, Stefan desperately explains to Gabby that he was drunk and missing her. Gabby shouts that she was beaten up in prison and thrown into solitary while he was having it off with his mafia queen. Tearing up, he swears it was just one time. He knows she hates him right now, but she couldn't hate him as much as he hates himself. If she lets him, he will spend the rest of their lives making it up to her. Gabby doesn't give a damn how bad he feels about betraying her. Nothing excuses what he did. He begs her to talk this through at home. Gabby pushes him off her. Their marriage is over. She storms out. Abigail comes downstairs as Jack and Jennifer prepare to leave the mansion. They explain their being there is too overwhelming for her, but they're just a phone call away. When Chad walks them out, Abigail looks off with a pained expression.